All right, everyone. You got the rebounding Cowboys versus the back-to-business Chiefs. This Sunday got an offensive slugfest led by Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. Let's see who wins.
Welcome back. Let's go! Cowboys rolling into Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Chiefs, who seem to have righted their ship a little bit. What's your prediction? Score right now. We'll get to the score later.
But yeah, and this is one of those games that it's going to be impressive. Both teams look great offensively. Both gears are clicking for both machines, and it's hard to really predict it.
At the start of the year when we did our season preview, Cowboys weren't going to win every game this year, and I had this one pegged as a loss.
Yeah.
If they lost it, it wouldn't surprise me. Chiefs are a great team, obviously, and they've had some struggles, but they seem to have righted it. They looked pretty good the other night.
Yeah, and, kind of building into that, because starting with the game last week against the Falcons, what was it, like 3 games in,
11 days.
11 days, and
this
so...
is number 2.
And so it's just kind of one of those things where, yeah, I kind of had it pegged as a loss too, and it's Patrick Mahomes. Against any team at any given moment, he could put up 40.
Yeah, he hasn't looked that great this year, though. He really hasn't. Was like leader in interceptions or something?
Well, and here's the thing. Just like Denver said, the blueprint was out on us.
Yeah.
It's a statistical thing. When teams go into 3 deep safeties or 4 deep safeties, Mahomes tends to struggle. I don't know.
He doesn't have the patience to just dump it off and take those little 4-yard gains.
Well, did against the Raiders, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
My big worry would be that, hey, after a big emotional victory against the Falcons, the Chiefs might capitalize, but they just had a big one against the Raiders.
Exactly. So I think that aspect is out of it on this one. Offensively, you don't stop the Chiefs, usually. This year, a little bit different, but I would go into it with that same mentality, So you're going to need to outscore them. I think it'll be a shootout either way. We're talking like 41-38, something like that. We'll see. We'll get to scores later, but you're not going to stop their offense very well. No.
And I'm fully ready. I've already prepared myself to be frustrated throughout the day and giving up over 34 points because, they have some Hall of Famers, all pros on their offensive side for a reason. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
They're at home. And they, like I said, they seem to have righted their ship. Whatever struggles they were having, they didn't have last week. Hopefully they head back into that, though. They go back into that funk and they have trouble scoring.
Well, I will say, though, I think it might bode well for us just because our defense is better than the Raiders. We are also far more opportunistic. We thrive off of creating turnovers, whereas the Raiders don't.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. Dorrance Armstrong is taking a step up. Man, I love what he did against the Falcons. If he could get any kind of impact like that against the Chiefs, it'll help hugely. And, of course, Micah is Micah.
Oh, yeah.
He will continue to... there you go. He will continue to shine and wreak havoc with Mahomes. He's got the speed to keep up with them. Yeah, the defense could surprise us and slow the Chiefs down.
And my biggest thing for the defense this week is really work on forcing those turnovers. If we can somehow get 2 turnovers against the Chiefs, I'm going to feel pretty good about it. Otherwise, we're going to give up 31 points anyways. Chances are we're not going to stop their offense. We're just going to have to slow them down, swing the tide in our favor just a few times throughout the game.
I agree, but what about the other side of the ball? Offensively, other than the Denver game, which I think we all agree is just an anomaly, we can just throw that out. Dallas's offense is unstoppable. They're going to score 30 plus, maybe higher. Is the Chiefs' defense great as it looked against the Raiders?
No, and here's the thing. The Chiefs have some stellar playmakers in their defense. They have Tyrann Mathieu, they have Chris Jones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't have a lot of other guys out there. They kind of like us, they thrive off of making those big turnover plays, but they're not one of those defenses that's going to slow you down to a complete halt.
Yeah.
They're going to struggle, they're going to give up yards, similar to the Raiders. If the Raiders weren't inept and a crumbling franchise at the moment, and Carr's just chucking it up, Raiders could have put up 28 points, but again, our offense is also far greater than the Raiders, and we have the horses to keep up with them on offense.
I'm going to throw something else into the mix, and that's the special teams. We were criticizing the Dallas special teams early in the year, but they have completely turned it around, and Fossil deserves a lot of credit. They blocked punts in 2 straight games now.
Yeah.
So I think the special teams could be a big deal, could help swing the game.
I do, too. And, we'll see what happens, but I definitely think our special teams could even give us an edge. When have we ever said that before, right?
I don't know if we ever have.
So, one more thing before we go into our prediction, Ed. What do you think about the kicker situation? I know they might make a decision soon on it, but...
Yeah, if Greg's back, he'll be the kicker. That's all. As simple as that.
You don't think about rolling the dice with Hallelujah and calling it a day?
Nope. No, Greg earned the spot. Hallie did a good job in the week he was here. He didn't miss any extra points. So, it's just that he's a backup. The starter's back. He's a backup again.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
If it was a good starter, I probably would be a little bit more inclined to just say your thoughts.
Yeah, he's given us some headaches this year, but he's also made some good kicks in a game winner, New England. So, he's the life of a kicker, man. Give me 3 keys to the game. I'll start off. I say give it to me and I'm starting, but whatever. The running game. Got to get the running game untracked and get Zeke and Pollard back to what they were doing, about 3 weeks ago. I think that'll be huge, and controlling the clock could be a nice way to help slow Mahomes down, and that's the way to do it.
And I know this is one of those you hear from every analyst, but don't give up the big play. You know what? If Mahomes is going to have the patience to go 6 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, throughout up and down the field the whole day, that's kind of what we want him to do. If anybody can go a game perfectly, it'd probably be him, but at the same time, you give up those big back-breaking 60-yard touchdowns to Tyreek Hill, it's over.
Especially at Arrowhead, that place is one of the loudest stadiums in the whole league. You do not want to let them get going.
Final key to the game, Ed.
My 3rd key to the game is get out to an early lead again. Dallas's defense is a whole different animal when they got a lead and you got to pass. I mean, it's night and day. Most defenses are, but Dallas's this year especially. When they got a big lead and they're looking for the pass, and that defensive line and Micah, everybody's just teeing off. And Trayvon back there just snatching balls. It's a whole different.
And you saw it too against the Falcons. Hell, Anthony Brown, even he was lighting it up with an amazing interception. So
that's my other key to the game, is get off to a quick start.
All right, Ed. So game time prediction. What do you call it here?
Man, I'm never calling one against the Cowboys. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I'm saying 41-38 Cowboys in a big time Wild West shootout.
38-34 Cowboys. Again, if we end up losing this game, I won't be mad. I won't be shocked.
Right.
But I think Cowboys have kind of righted their ship, and I see them going on another run here.
Right on. They had those 3 games in 11 days, and I had told Eddie, if they can win 2 of those, I'll be plenty happy. And this one's a big key, man. If they can win this one, I think that momentum will carry them. They'll win all 3.
Yeah. So everybody, what do you think? You see any big keys to the game that we might have missed? Do you have a good prediction for the score? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button either, because every time you do, an Eagles fan cries.
All right, everyone. See you Sunday.